Doer Jeans just opened up a store right here in Portland on Northwest 23rd. They make stylish, comfortable clothes that are designed for a full day of living, from commuting to work to hanging out after. But you don't have to take our word for it. You can go try on a pair for yourself. CityCast Portland listeners can get 15% off your first order. Just mention the code CCPDX for your in-store purchase, or you can go online at shopdoer.com/CCPDX. That's shopdoer.com/CCPDX. Today on CityCast Portland, we're looking into where we are in the courts regarding troop deployment, a fire at a city councilor's home over the weekend, an Oregon Republican launching their campaign for governor, and so much more. Plus, we're announcing the finalists for our downtown design competition we're hosting with Pivot Portland that we all now get to vote on. And joining me on this midweek roundup is our very own executive producer, John Notarianni. It's Wednesday, October 29th. I'm Claudia Meza, and this is what Portland's talking about. Welcome, everyone, to the Midweek Roundup. John, thank you for joining me this morning.
Hey, how's it going, Claudia?
You know how it's going, John.
Claudia was up late watching baseball. That's how it's going.
So tired. And we won by one, so that was all worth it. Today is a day we catch up on some stories that happened over the weekend and earlier this week. And this is the show where we're going to give you 5 headlines in under 5 minutes. An old-fashioned lightning round, and we each get a minute, and yes, we're timed. So, John, did you want to kick us off?
Yes. This is going to be a tricky one to fit into 60 seconds because there's a lot of news on this one, but I am ready to go and locked in to do my best. Count me in.
Oh, man, that was you're like, put me in, coach. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Trump's push to deploy troops to Portland continues to be wrapped up in layers and layers of court rulings and court rulings. Last week, a 3-judge panel of the Ninth Circuit ruled in favor of Trump's plan. But on Friday, a wider group of judges from the Ninth Circuit put that decision on hold as they decide whether to rehear the case. This is the great en banc review that we've been talking about. We're taping this episode Tuesday morning. The hold lasts until 5 p.m. tonight. So as this episode airs, we might have seen a ruling. Be sure to check the Hey Portland newsletter for the latest. In the meantime, still lots going on. U.S. District Judge Karen J. Immergut is planning another trial looking at the merits of this case beginning on Friday. And over the weekend, the Portland police began clearing protesters' tents and supplies from outside of the Portland ICE facility and said that they are planning further enforcement of low-level city code violations at the site.
Was that it?
That's
You're like, there was more, but
I can break there. That's the gist of it. I guess the one thing I will say is that the city has cleared the protest encampments at other times over the course of the last few months, but usually they do like a 72-hour warning before they clear any stuff. This one came a lot faster, so it does seem to indicate that the Portland police are also getting a little bit more stringent on the way that they are approaching these protests at the ICE facility as well.
Man, you know, as I was preparing for our taping, I also read that the lawyers for the federal government on Monday acknowledged making 2 errors in their sworn declarations presented to the appeals court.
Yeah.
And I just was like, what's happening, you guys? Can't we just use that? I mean, I've watched Law and Order, and I'm just like, isn't this why people go free? Because they're just like, oh, you submitted wrong, testimony. Clear the courts, like, hung jury. Like I'm just throwing words at him. Like, isn't that what's happening? Because these were like pretty big errors.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that the Trump administration style is to be deterred by clerical errors. They're not going to be like, oh, our bad, we'll back off. That is sort of not their
But that's like, but I love
their
that
style.
Their clerical errors literally relate to facts. I'm like, the facts of your case are wrong, though.
Facts are not an obstacle in this administration.
Anyhow, whatever. Are you ready for my headline?
Yes. Shall I count you in?
Sure. Just real quick, my headline comes from the Oregonian, as reported by Gozia Wozniak.
Oh, all right. Thank you. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so sometime after 2 a.m. on Sunday, a fire broke out at the home of Portland City Councilor Candace Avalos. She woke up to her car, carport, and home engulfed in flames, but escaped unharmed with her cat Valentino, and no one else was injured. The fire was immediately suspected to be arson, and later that Sunday, the mayor and other city councilors released a joint statement saying that they stand united in support and are also providing Avalos with the resources and security she needs. But by Monday afternoon, investigators found the fire had actually began in a storage shed next to Avalos' townhouse and also found no evidence of an accelerant or incendiary device. So they're now thinking maybe she wasn't a target. As of today's taping, investigators have not determined the exact cause of the fire, and the investigation continues. That's pretty much it. Avalos represents District 1, along with councilors Jamie Dunphy and Loretta Smith, which covers Outer East Portland.
Woo, nice. Under time, and even with a little bit of bonus facts included.
Fun fact about Avalos. She's a counselor for District 1. You got that for free, folks. You know, when I read that, I was so scared because I was like, this reminds me of Gonzalez.
Because several years ago, then City Commissioner Rene Gonzalez also had a car fire outside of his house under very suspicious circumstances that was never solved. Yeah.
Yeah. And he actually ended up, I think, or he was trying to sue the city for not investigating it well enough or providing him with security. And then I heard like there was all these people waiting, like, oh, there were all these MAGA agitators at the ICE facility, and they were pointing fingers like it could have been them. Like, how did they find out who Candace Avalos is and where she lives? This doesn't make sense, but like, I'm just so glad. I'm just so glad everyone's okay. And like, I mean, I'm not glad her house burned down.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that she wasn't a political target. John, did you want to do your headline?
I'm ready to go. Count me in.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right. The Portland Trailblazers are at the center of the biggest sports scandal the NBA has seen in years. Last Thursday, head coach Chauncey Billups was arrested in a federal investigation into illegal gambling and rigged poker games tied to organized crime families. Billups' accusations weren't actually related to NBA play, but they were related to rigged poker games where the table had X-ray capabilities, which is literally a scene from Austin Powers, I just want to point out. So where the Trailblazers are today, interim head coach Tiago Splitter is leading the team. He just joined as an assistant coach over the summer. At a recent game against the Clippers, the fans were chanting FBI as the Blazers tried to take free throws. And it's pretty much impossible to imagine Billups coming back to the NBA at this point. There's a huge amount of speculation on who's going to be the next Blazers coach. The team is doing okay. They've won 2 of their last 3 games since this all went down.
All right. Was that it?
That's it.
Yeah, the fact that I think the headline said something like he was feeling very confident.
Yeah.
And I was like,
no specification of like why he was feeling confident. Not even like a clear refutation of the charges. Just he's feeling confident and he's going to fight.
What are you confident about, sir?
Yeah. I mean, and I think it is worth noting that like Chauncey Billups, former NBA star, has some real dicey shit in his past too. He has some pretty gnarly sexual assault allegations that have been lodged against him as well.
Man. But he's confident.
Yeah.
So don't worry, guys. His head's up.
He's going to fight.
Okay, my next headline comes from reporter Libby Dowsett at KGW8. Ready whenever you are.
3, 2, 1, go.
Pacific Corp has agreed to pay $125 million to wineries, vineyards whose grapes were damaged by the 2020 Labor Day fires. They settled with attorneys for 93 wineries and vineyards. As a reminder, the Labor Day fires was when 21 fires either started or merged into mega fires during the 2020 Labor Day windstorm event in Oregon. And those damage trials are still going after nearly 5 years. Blamed for not turning off the power lines during these massive windstorms, Pacific Corp was hit with something like $485 million in total damages to victims. A senior communications specialist at Pacific Corp said they were glad to have this matter resolved with the wineries and is willing to settle all outstanding claims related to the Echo Mountain 242 and South Obenchain fires, but that the company will continue to defend against claims relating to the Beachy Creek and Santiam Canyon fires. Beachy Creek was one of those mega fires.
Bam, right on the money. 1 minute. There have been, over the last couple of years, so many lawsuits and settlements flying around based on these 2020 fires. But yeah, the wine industry, I'm glad they're getting their due too.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but this isn't like the first time that wildfires or the fear of wildfires affected our wine industry. Like back in 2018, a California company abruptly canceled contracts to buy grapes worth millions of dollars from Southern Oregon vineyards. And that was 2018. And it was just the thought of like, I think these grapes touched smoke. Gross. And so 4 Oregon wineries stepped in, bought the grapes, produced Oregon Solidarity wines, which was basically like a fuck you California vintage. And then they sold it for a good amount of money and it got great reviews. So when the 2020 fires hit and the grapes were actually just like, yuck.
Yeah.
They did some amazing things with the grapes. And one of them, and I just wanted to do a big shout out here, Patricia Green Cellars in Newburgh, because they took their grapes and made whiskey and brandy. And they actually sent us a bottle of their whiskey a couple years back. And John and I split it and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And those were like undrinkable grapes, supposedly.
Yeah.
So big love to Patty Green Whiskey Distillers. If you're a fan of like either wine, whiskey, or brandy, I highly recommend it. I think
Or smoke. Yeah.
But the thing is, it wasn't that peaty. It wasn't like Lafroig or something. You know,
Well,
it was like,
yeah.
I thought it was totally good. I was like, yeah, this is whiskey.
Oh,
man.
count me in.
You got it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Republican Christine Drazan is officially entered the 2026 governor's race. Drazan lost to current Governor Tina Kotek in 2022. But Kotek, while she has not officially launched her reelection bid, it's almost a foregone conclusion that she's going to. Kotek's facing some lower approval ratings right now, so that could open a window for a challenger. Drazan is also now a member of the Oregon Senate. That's a big deal because previously she'd been in the Oregon House. She just last week won an appointment to fill a vacancy in the Senate. And that matters because Senate rules allow campaign fundraising during next year's legislative session, while House rules do not. So we'll be keeping an eye on this over the course of next year. It's worth noting, Oregon has not elected a Republican governor since the 1980s. Done.
Whoa.
I know. I went over on the first 2, so I kept it clean and tidy on the last one.
So funny. Man, do you think she's got a shot? Because I don't think she has a shot in hell.
Well, it's interesting because in 2022, it's worth remembering, independent Betsy Johnson earned nearly 9% of the vote. But Johnson has already come out saying nice things about Governor Tina Kotek. So
Okay.
I think that there's going to be a lot of headwinds either way. I mean, who knows? I think in 2022, there was a lot of concern that the Republicans could win the governorship. And I think depending on what happens over the course of the next year, it's kind of a wild political moment, but it's not beyond the pale.
But I guess we don't know. I mean, you could run for governor, John.
So that is my headline for next week, that I am going to be running for governor.
All right. I will definitely think about voting for you.
Oh, thanks.
Of course. Well, let's take a quick break here. And when we come back, we're announcing the chosen ideas from our pivot contest. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, stick around. You know, traveling after Labor Day might be a cheat code because trails and beaches are less crowded and we're past all those scorching hot days. So if you're looking to explore a bit more of Oregon before the rains come, skip Airbnb and Vrbo and hit up Cascadia Getaways. They're locally owned and operated by Oregonians who love this state as much as you do. Plus, they're on average 5 to 15% cheaper than most of these larger vacation rental platforms. They've got stunning homes across Mount Hood, the coast, Central Oregon, and more. And if you're currently in the market for someone to manage your vacation property, Cascadia Getaways is always looking for local partners. Whether you choose to book with Cascadia Getaways or another property manager, remember just to book direct, book local, save money. It's a win-win. Visit CascadiaGetaways.com to book your next trip or connect with their team. That's CascadiaGetaways.com. The Portland Bureau of Transportation wants to make riding your bike all year long a lot easier and more fun. Their program, Ride Through the Seasons, encourages you to try out cycling year-round through a series of group rides and skill-building workshops. In addition to all that, they're also hosting a month-long Rainy Rider photo contest in November with chances to win some awesome prizes. To learn more and get involved, text BIKE to 888-520-0526 or visit portland.gov/ride seasons. That's portland.gov/ride seasons. You might have heard that we're holding a contest with Pivot Property Management to fill up 5 of their downtown spaces. Now, we asked our listeners to submit ideas to repurpose and reimagine what can be done with these vacant offices. And y'all came up with some amazing proposals. The Pivot team has now chosen their 5 favorite submissions, and now we need your help again with choosing the winning idea. All you have to do is select your favorite idea in the poll that we've linked to the show notes. Will it be the indoor dog park, the adult jungle gym, the nap palace, the free fix-it repair station for your broken things, or the free office spaces for nonprofit orgs? The winner will also receive some pretty cool prizes, including a $100 Visa gift card. Again, vote by following the link in our show notes or by heading to portland.citycast.fm. So here we are. We've got something exciting to reveal. The finalists for our downtown design competition that we've been hosting with Pivot Portland. Earlier this month, we asked all of you to submit ideas for reimagining 5 historic office spaces in downtown Portland. And from a list of 80 submissions, we've narrowed down the list to 5 finalists. John, would you give us the first one?
Yeah, this has been so much fun. We had so many great ideas, from like deeply practical things to some real outside ideas that are like, could be really cool, might be a little bit more difficult to implement. So idea number 1, this comes from Brett S. And this is an idea for the Grand Stable and Carriage building on Southwest 2nd Avenue. It is for a fix-it lab. Brett says, I fix KitchenAid mixers. They are design icons and built to last, but like any machine, they need some maintenance. I would use the storefront as a pop-up fix-it lab where people can bring their mixers to be serviced. I can fix like 10 mixers per day. Welcome people watching me work. The fix-it lab model could also be used for other products to repair. Clothing, cast iron cookware, lamps, etc. We could coordinate with Repair PDX.
Oh man, I love this. At first I was like, I don't think there's enough KitchenAid mixers in Portland to fill, because it's a huge space.
Yeah.
But coordinating with Repair PDX, okay, I'm in. Like, that sounds really cool.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like when you have something that's busted, like having a dedicated space where you know they're going to be able to work on it could be really cool.
Yeah. Okay, so that's one. Here's another idea for the same building, the Grand Stable and Carriage. Rob H's idea is an indoor dog space. Because in the winter, one of the things I like to find is an indoor cozy place that I can bring my dog to. I might just be reading or playing board games, but the point is I want to get out of the house with the pup, but not make a big thing or be at a busy bar. And I think I might like this one a little more, I gotta be honest. As I know people who don't have dogs maybe have broken things, may not, but I'm just saying this is a cool idea.
I have more broken things than dogs, but I still love this idea. I mean, this feels like the sort of Portland idea that could like turn into like an NBC nightly news story of just like, Portland, wacky Portland, look at this dog space. It's so great. Everyone should do it. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I see DJs. I see roller skating. I'm seeing like
DJ dog jockeys.
Oh my God, really?
John, what'd you do there?
Oh man. Here, why don't you tell us the other idea? I think it's Lauren Z's idea.
Yeah, so this is idea number 3. This is for the 2nd floor of the 620 building. This one sounds fun to me. An adult jungle gym.
Ooh.
With all this square footage, it's time to reimagine the gym. We want to be healthier, but the gym is boring.
It's true.
Forget climbing gyms. We have only scratched the surface. An indoor jungle gym for adults who want to get healthy while being silly and having fun. Think Discovery Zone, but elevated. We could have limited food and drink spaces outside of an area with climbing surfaces, slides, and swings.
I freaking love this. This is gold. John, did you ever watch American Ninja growing up?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
That was my favorite show. We used to do, like, my brother and I would create courses in our house to the chagrin of my mother. And, like, we would be bouncing off walls, going on stuff. This sounds amazing, but there shouldn't be any alcoholic drinks. I'm just saying, like, we're already not that coordinated as adults.
Yeah. The millennial promise in kids, we had so many kids game shows where there were obstacle courses. I feel like we were promised more obstacle courses in adulthood, and it's time to like make good on that promise.
That's true. I hope there's a slime zone.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to get slimed. All right. Here's another idea. And this is for the 2nd floor of the 620 building. Natalia K.O.'s idea. what if we do a Lloyd Center rehome? So right now there's dozens of nonprofits currently located at the Lloyd Center, and they're going to need to vacate that premise in March. Let's rehome these orgs at 620 second floor. They represent a wide diversity of community services and programs positively impacting Portland. Many organizations have outward-facing programs that will draw participants to the location, helping to increase foot traffic downtown and create more dynamic offerings. I love this idea.
I love this idea. Yeah. Yeah, we've gone on and on about how much we love the Lloyd Center on this show. I mean, and it does actually kind of feel like a pretty natural fit. Like I could see a lot of the businesses in the Lloyd Center really fitting into this space and like some of the other spaces that we're discussing in this contest.
And it's not really like reimagining the office space into something else, but I like it.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, no, but they need space. And these are great organizations. Yeah. This next idea actually looks really familiar to me.
We talked about this idea on the show maybe a week and a half ago. This is from Rebecca H. It's the idea for the 5th floor of the 620 building. It's the Nap Palace.
Hey!
Dun, dun, dun. So there are so many times when as a resident or a tourist, you just need a little downtime in the middle of the day in downtown. This would be a place with chill lighting and a bunch of couches, sofas, beanbag chairs, Victorian fainting couches, etc., where for a nominal fee, you could lay down, close your eyes, and fully chill for an hour or two while a responsible adult supervises the room and watches your things. No talking, no funny stuff, just naps.
Oh my God. I love it. And I'm glad that it's on a different floor, so it's not competing with Natalia's idea.
Yeah.
Of rehoming the Lloyd Center orgs.
Or the Jungle Gym. That would be complicated to like have them in the same
Oh, yeah.
in the same space.
Oh, no, it's the gym or the orgs. Oh, this is going to be so tough to vote on. These are two things I want. Well, you've heard all of these wonderful ideas. Now it's time for all of you to weigh in. We want you to choose your favorite of these 5 ideas to determine which is the best one for the future of Portland. And the creator of the winning idea, you're going to get a prize pack, including a $100 Visa gift card, a CityCast tote bag, and a neon Portland sign. I want to see this neon What does it just say Portland?
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Really? Is it like the stag sign?
It's not the stag sign, but it's pretty cool.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Clearly, John thinks it's pretty cool. You can vote now through November 2nd at our website, portland.citycast.fm, or by clicking the link in this episode's show notes. Please put your votes in. I'm not trying to sway one way or the other, but...
Which one are you stumping for, Claudia?
I kind of love the jungle gym for adults. And I know, but I also really love the dog thing. They're all good. The thing is, I'm like, there's like 5 spaces. Why can't they all win? But I don't know.
Everybody wins.
Everybody wins. Oh, man. Well, John, thank you for hanging out with me this morning. Thank you for playing Headline. I wanted to say roulette, and I'm like, nope, that's not what happened. No one died. Storytime Deer Hunter with me.
One of these headlines is going to blow up.
Jesus Christ. I wish I knew words. Thank you for playing Headline Lightning Round with me, and I'm going to see you in 2 minutes.
All right. Thanks so much, Claudia.
That's all for today here on CityCast Portland. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed the show, share it with a friend or rate and leave us a good review. It really helps us out. And don't forget, you can support this show and get some great perks by becoming a CityCast neighbor. Just visit membership.citycast.fm for all the details. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more from around the city. Until then, see you at Slim's.